Hi, my name's Shawn. I'm with Graticle. We're a web design company, and today I just want to go over what web hosting is and the difference between shared and dedicated virtual hosting. What is hosting? Well, every website has a bunch of files on it that need to be served to the user when they arrive at your website. There's many different types, but what we offer to our clients is shared and dedicated virtual hosting. So when we first started, we offered just shared hosting, and basically it came down to it was cheap, affordable for our clients, and it just worked when we first started. But as time went on, we started noticing the differences, and then we actually started offering a dedicated virtual hosting. So most hosting that you see advertised is called shared hosting. You'll see it's super cheap. They say that it has 99.999% uptime, and everybody seems to just offer this low cost hosting, which is great for just starting, but if you want to have a reliable website, it's just not going to cut it. So the pros to shared hosting is that it's cheap, but again, you get what you pay for. The cons are it's slow, it's not really reliable, and how it works is that shared hosting hosts thousands of websites and they all share the same software. Say your hosting company gives you some memory, you can only use this much memory, but once you go over that memory, it actually affects all of the other websites on that server. And from our experience, what happens is that you notice your website's kind of slow. You call up your hosting company and say, hey, my website's kind of slow, or it's not even working. And they say, oh, we'll look into it. And they come back to you in sometimes a couple of days and say, hey, actually, we found out that one of these websites were over the quota. We shut them down. Your website should be good now. In most cases, this is the situation. They're not proactively finding out, hey, your website's kind of slow, so we fixed it. You kind of have to go out and do that. So sometimes this can take, weeks until you notice that your website's slow. So it's just not very reliable. If you're taking your business and your website seriously, it's not something you want to be on. So the service that we recommend to all of our clients now is dedicated virtual hosting. And the pros to this is it's extremely quick, it's stable, reliable, it has a true 99.999% uptime. We monitor all of our websites' uptime, and dedicated virtual hosting is literally 99.99%. It's online. With shared hosting, it's more like 75% of the time. And you might look at that and say, 75%, that's pretty good. But 25% of the time, people aren't looking at your website. They can't even get to it. Not only are they not going to your website, but next time they see your website, if they do see it again, they're not going to click because they go, oh, that's that website that's either down or it's really slow and unresponsive. And, if you've got an important client going to your website at any random point in the day, you want it to be online and reliable. And when they click on something, it will actually respond to it. So the cons to dedicated virtual hosting is basically it costs more. And just like everything in life, if it's good, it's going to cost more. What we did is we set up Graticle.com on our dedicated virtual hosting, and then we put Graticle.net on our shared hosting. And when we first moved it over, it was actually 3 times as fast. And I'll show you the little speed test here. So here you'll see our test that we did when we first moved the website over. In Graticle.com being on our dedicated virtual hosting with Graticle.net on the right, that's still on our shared hosting. And if you'll notice the load time, Graticle.com 668 milliseconds, while Graticle.net 2.79 seconds. This is one of those things you look at and you go, 30 seconds? That's not that bad. When you're surfing around on the internet, you're going to Google, Yahoo. These guys have expensive infrastructure and their servers are quick. So, you're surfing around to Google, you start to get used to the quick response time. And when you land on a website that's taken 3 seconds to load, that's a big deal. You click on services to check out a website's services, you wait 3 seconds. You click contact, it takes another 3 seconds. 3 seconds takes a while, and most likely you click around once or twice and every click is taking 3 seconds, you're going to click back. That's just the reality of how we live nowadays on the internet. If you want some more information, I've got a blog post. It's called Hosting is Not Created Equal. You can just click blog and you can find it there. You can also go to our website, graticle.com, go to services, and then hosting shared and dedicated virtual servers. And you can just read a little bit more there. So if you'd like to take your website more seriously, we can move your website to dedicated virtual hosting, and you can start getting results like you saw here. Give us a call, 360-450-3711, and we'll help you out.